doing math with RHB, and we're looking at subtraction of fractions, and this is part 1. So there's going to be 2 parts to this because of how complex this gets. It's better to split it into 2 partial lessons. So I'm going to turn on the overhead. We're going to take a look at why it's a little different than addition. There's an extra step in some cases. Subtracting fractions, it works basically the same as addition. You have to have that common denominator. If you have a common denominator, all you have to do is subtract the numerators, keep the common denominator, and reduce if possible. That part is the same. So 12, 12, I keep my denominator as 12. 5, take away 4, you end up with 1. 1/12, you cannot reduce that any farther. That's it. So second example, 5/8 subtract 3/8. Again, I have a common denominator, no big deal, keep that. Keeping that common denominator, I'm subtracting the numerators. 5 take away 3, I end up with 2. In this case, I can reduce it because 2 will divide into 2 evenly, and 2 will also divide into 8 evenly. So I end up with 1/4. If you don't have a common denominator, move this up a little bit. If you don't have a common denominator, make sure I'm on the screen here. So if you don't have a common denominator, 5/8 subtract 1/2. I have to find one. No equal sign here, so we're going to have it down to the left. So 2 times 4 will give me 8, so I can keep 8. Subtract, and this will be 8. 2 times 4 gave me 8, so 1 times 4 gives me 4. Now I have a common denominator, which is 8. And all I have to do is subtract the numerators. 5 take away 4, you end up with 1. Can't reduce 1/8 any farther, that's it. Second one, we have a mixed number subtracting a proper fraction. So we have 2 3/5, and we have a 4 here. So 2 3/5. We're going to end up with lowest common denominator is going to be 20. So 5 times 4 gave me 20. 3 times 4 is going to give me 12. 4 times 5 gave me 20. And 1 times 5 gives me 5. Now all I have to do is subtract. 2 take away nothing from a whole number, so we end up with 2. 12 take away 5 is 7 over 20. We keep our common denominator. Can I reduce 7/20ths any farther? No. That's as low as it will go. I'm going to look at a couple of examples. 6/7 minus 3/7. Make sure I'm on the screen here. 6/7 minus 3/7. I have a common denominator of 7. My numerator is 6, take away 3 is 3. Can't reduce 3/7 any lower. That's the final answer. In this case, 7 take away 1, we have a common denominator of 8. 7 take away 1 will give me 6. Well, I can reduce 6/8. 2 will divide evenly into 6 and 8, so therefore I can reduce that down. 2 into 6, how many 2's do I get out of 6? I get 3. How many 2's do I get out of 8? I get 4. We'll take a look at one with an improper fraction, and then we'll leave the other examples for the next lesson. 11/7 minus 3/4. Well, I don't have a common denominator, and I need one. So I'm going to use 28. That's my lowest possibility, and I got that by 7 times 4. Subtract 28. oops, that's supposed to be an 8. 7 times 4 gave me 28, so therefore 11 times 4 is going to give me 44. 4 times 7 gives me 28. 3 times 7 gave me 21. So I end up with 44 take away 21 gives me 23 on the top and 28 on the bottom. So I end up with 23 28. And can I reduce that any farther? No, I can't. That's as low as it'll go. 1's the only number that will go evenly into top and bottom. I'm going to save the other examples for part 2.